shall we be in the field. Cursed shall we be in the field. So our field of study, our field of work, even having to work out in the actual field. Who's out there doing it? The so-called Hispanic is out there doing it, right? Now, who was the Hispanic in the Bible? Issachar. Very good. Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
And what is your name?
My name is Lori.
Lori. So you understanding that you are an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar, right? There's some responsibilities that come along with that.
Actually, a lot of them.
What's your so just to make it clear, what's your father?
My father is Romanian, Spaniard, Filipino.
Your father was Guamanian. Give me the law, Numbers 1 and 18, and then I want Romans 10. Spirit bear witness.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees.
So we're declaring our pedigree, right? We're declaring our race, our lineage. That's what pedigree means, right? How?
After their families, by the house of their fathers.
By what?
By the house of their fathers.
So what determines a person's pedigree in the Bible? Their father. So can you be mixed?
I am mixed.
Can somebody be mixed?
Yeah.
If your pedigree is determined by your father, you only got one father. And he only had one father. And he only had one father. All the way back to Adam. So in the Bible, when your pedigree is determined by your father, that's what that is. So either you are an Israelite because your father's an Israelite, because his father was, or you're not. There's no such thing as mixed in the Bible. Okay? Give me that.
Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit.
So we're talking about the Spirit, the words of the Bible. They bear witness with our spirit because we know that the things that are prophesied in the Bible happen to our people and only our people. Read.
That we are the children of God.
That we are the children of God. So we know that these things happen to our people. That makes us the Israelites. How we doing, sir? What's your name? Anthony, good to see you, bro. What's your name? Anthony and John. Y'all family? Very good. So what we out here doing is to teach the so-called blacks and Hispanics his nationality in the Bible. And because we don't know our nationality, we don't know we're supposed to be obeying God. So let me ask you a question, sir. Our nationality, what is it? Yep, you too, sir. Don't go nowhere. Go ahead. You call yourself a black American.
I'm an Israelite of God, so I'm one of his people.
You one of his people. You one of his people. You say you understand you are an Israelite.
Well, my dad's a Baptist minister. I ain't gonna go back to back. I just like learning different religions.
I got you. So give me James 1:26. Right, and I want you to use my Bible, please. So your father's a Baptist minister, right? And y'all brothers, y'all, it's your son?
I just took him under my wing as
Got you. Like, okay, got you. So one thing we gotta understand, this is for you too, brother, that we've been lied to in a lot of our different religions, right? So we are not a religion at all. We're talking about our race and our heritage. So when you see the Baptist religion, where's Baptist at? Right here. Baptist religion was created in 1608. Now, if you know anything about our history, where were black people in 1608? In slavery. So should we adopt a religion that we learned in slavery? We should?
No.
No, because if they didn't treat us right, are they teaching us right? Of course not. It's the white men poisoning our minds to follow after his doctrine. That doctrine today keeps the so-called black man, his race, on the bottom, in sin, in slavery to this day. Read that.
The book of James, chapter 1, verse 26. If any man among you seem to be religious.
If any man among you seem to be religious, Baptist, Episcopalian, Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness, all of it is trash. All of it is trash. Read.
And bridleth not his tongue.
Read.
But deceiveth his own heart.
Read.
This man's religion is vain.
This man's religion is what?
Is vain.
This man's religion is vain, meaning it's a lie. It's not of God. First Maccabees 2 and 20. This man's religion is made up. Right? The Israelites were never given a religion to follow from another people. That's the reason why the black man is destroyed today. We follow in the doctrines and philosophies of our oppressors, whether they be white, Chinese, Arab, whoever. Islam is trash. Buddhism is trash. It's not doing anything to get the Israelite off of the bottom. You with me? You with me, bro? Huh? Israelites are supposed to be on top. But when you look at the Israelites today, are we on top or are we on the bottom?
On the bottom.
Why?
What you just said. I
Because
can't repeat it.
Because we're not keeping God's commandments.
Gotcha.
So when we out here teaching God's laws, we're not teaching religion. We're teaching the Israelite man's heritage. Read that.
First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 20. Yet will I and my sons and my brethren.
So we're reading about our forefather Judas Maccabeus, right? In the time of the Greeks. Read.
Walk in the covenant of our fathers.
Walk in what?
In the covenant of our fathers.
The covenant, that just means an agreement that our forefathers had. Right? Walking in a covenant. It's not a religion. Read.
God forbid that we shall forsake the law.
We should forsake what?
The law.
What's the covenant?
The law.
The covenant is the laws of God that the Israelite man is not keeping. Read.
And the ordinances. We will not hearken to the king's words.
So we're not supposed to be hearkening to the kings of this world. We're not supposed to be hearkening to these different things. These different things told us it was okay to murder our people.
Right.
And we could just get forgiveness. These different doctrines said it was okay to get high. Right? These different things that say it's okay to be as you are and don't change. That's why a lot of the murderers out here are what? Christians. They take somebody's life real quick with a big cross around their neck.
Right.
Right? They're selling drugs to their people. And
Yeah.
they're going to church on a Sunday thinking that they're clean.
Yeah, right.
They are all types of filth and wickedness. Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. You understand that, man? The reason why the black and Hispanic man is on the bottom, you understand that, brother? Is because we're not keeping God's commandments. Look behind you. Look behind you. Turn around and look across the street. Look at all the trash amongst our people. Why aren't the people who live in this neighborhood doing anything about that?
What you just said.
We have a dilapidated state of mind, right? Read that.
Colossians chapter 2 verse 8. Beware lest any man...
Slowly, read it again.
Beware.
Beware means watch out, right, bro? Beware means to look out for what's around you. Pay attention. Read.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
So we've been spoiled through philosophy and vain deceit. What's an example of philosophy and vain deceit that has spoiled us? What about being Baptist? What about being Christian? What about not keeping the commandments of God, which is what we're taught to do every day? Read on.
After the tradition of men.
After the traditions of men. What's an example of a tradition of men? Okay, an example of a tradition of men would be Christmas Day. That's a tradition of men. Because you know that's not in the Bible, right? Did your father ever teach you that it's a sin to celebrate Christmas? Did he ever teach you that you as a real Jew, that you got to keep the Sabbath day? No, we never learned these things. Read it one more time.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
So he's saying to beware that you're not doing things that Christ himself would have never done. Right? That's what we as black people, that's what we do, thinking that we're black. Now, Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. You gotta go, you gotta go. I understand, right? We don't want you to be late to whatever you got going on, but you do have to understand that you are an Israelite. You must keep God's commandments. Hold on. Forget the law, Leviticus 21.
Well, I know I'm an Israelite of God.
So an Israelite must keep God's commandments. So we're going to give you one commandment that you're not keeping that you got to do moving forward.
Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5.
Are you married? Dealing with a woman?
They shall not make baldness upon their heads.
So you're not allowed to make your head bald, right? Read.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Neither shall what?
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
So you're not supposed to shave your beard. The beard is a manly badge of dignity you're supposed to have on your face at all times. Read.
Nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
So you have to have a hair on your head, a beard on your face, and if you got tattoos, don't get any more. Right? A man must have a beard on his face. It commands respect. So I see you got the goatee going on, bro, but you got to let the beard grow. Where your hair grows on your cheeks, let it match what's on the rest of your face, so you will be in compliance with this law. Don't shave your beard, right? Don't get any more tattoos. Let your hair grow. Don't shave any. Don't ever put a razor to your skin again. Read it again.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
A king, an Israelite man, cannot make his head bald. Read.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
You cannot shave off even the corner of your beard. Read.
Nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
And that means no more tattoos. You understand that's a law from the Israelite man. 1 Corinthians 11. Right now,
Even if I put this,
especially if you put that. Because what does that represent? That represents the indoctrination. You tattoo that on your skin. The lies that we've been taught.
Right.
Now you didn't know, right? But moving forward, no, you can't. The Bible says not to get any tattoos. Nor print
it
any.
does say that. Yeah.
It does.
I know,
So why would we demonstrate our faith by going against God's commandments? You see the confusion?
I was young, and
I understand.
You're my partner, and I just said, well, from now on, I ain't gonna listen to them.
I understand that. We all understand that. Give me Titus 3. Right, when we look around at our brothers out here, see the brother right there with the long dreads? See his arm?
Yeah.
Hey, Officer Orion, hold your arm up. See him?
Yeah.
See how he's got tattoos on his arm? We all, at one point in time, we didn't know. We all was not a loss, right? It doesn't mean, just read it.
Titus chapter 3 and verse 3. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish.
We were all sometimes foolish. At one point in time, none of us knew who we were. None of us knew we were supposed to be keeping God's commandments. Read.
Disobedient.
We were disobedient. A lot of brothers sold drugs. A lot of brothers used to be in the clubs. A lot of brothers used to mac and pimp on women. Read.
Deceived.
What?
Deceived.
We was all fooled at one point in time, but the wool has to come off your eyes. You got to realize that this book is talking about you and only you. Read.
Serving diverse lusts.
Serving diverse lusts. A brother earlier said, I'm just doing me. That's a diverse lust.
Right.
Because how can we be unified if everybody's doing their own thing? If what I think is right and what you think is right and what he thinks is right, we'll never be unified when we think like that. Read.
And pleasures. Living in malice.
Living in malice. The so-called black man, Hispanic man, we living in malice amongst each other. We got hatred for one another.
Bring it out.
Read.
And envy. Hateful. And hating one another.
And hating one another. North side, east side, west side, who cares? We out here hating one another. Taking brothers' lives over corners that we don't even own. Read.
But after that, the kindness and love of God, our Savior, toward man appeared.
So we need to be thinking about how to love our brothers. We need to be thinking about how to raise our community, how to be, 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 10. We need to be thinking about how to be unified as a people. What nationality are you?
Thank you. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna call you one day. I got you. I got the numbers.
All right, find us on YouTube, wherever you need to find us. Are we here for our people?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time. and fire!